Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sophie. Nice to meet you. So today's story is about how I quit clubbing at 25. And just before I get into the story, for context, I really like clubbing. I really like nightlife. I like the whole listen to loud music and just like get litty up until like 4 a.m. I love that shit. I do. But not anymore. And I'll tell you why. So, not too long ago, I actually got this opportunity from my friend who's working at security at a club to also work security at a club. Because the thing with that is apparently that like guys aren't allowed to touch females, so they need a female security to like, you know, put their hands on other women. And this was actually on Halloween night. And I was like, I have no better way to spend my Halloween because I don't really like dress up, I don't really do anything. So I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? Make me some extra bucks. Need the extra cash. All right, let's go. So this night, I had like a crazy epiphany. I don't know why it took me this long to realize something that was so incredibly simple. But hear me out, okay? The one thing that I never ever noticed is that I've never been to the club dead sober. I've never been to a club dead sober, and I don't know why, like, that just kind of clicked for me that day, I guess. And let me tell you how stupid people look when you're dead sober and everybody else in the room is just hammered, okay? So aside from like 99% of the people just like, you know, like dancing around like this, waiting for a man to hit on them, or like, you know, some guys like on the prowl just like hunting for bitches or whatever. At some point, I was actually assigned to look over the VIP table section. Like, these VIP people are usually paying like pretty big bucks for the night to just grab a table, order drinks, and you know, etc, etc. So the thing is, there was this one table from that VIP section, and these are like all people that I used to either go to high school with, we have mutuals, or I have also been friends with them at some point during my clubbing phase. And now it's like a little bit weird because I'm flipped over and I'm doing security and you guys are kind of like still at the VIP tables. So that was like one thing subconsciously in my head where I was like, oh, that's interesting. Very different perspective kind of thing. I think when I got there, there were about like 2 or 3 girls and then, you know, like 2 or 3 guys. So roughly about like 4 to 6 people-ish, if I remember correctly. And as the night progresses, the girls that were at that table were so hammered. Like, they were so pissed drunk. I think I like backed into them at one point because I'm just standing guarding the area, right? I like backed into them. And one of these girls, dead ass, turned around and stared at me like this. She was like... It was just like one of the mean Korean girl stares. And so I was like, is this really necessary? But I guess like, you know, people are just stupid when they're drunk, sure. It wasn't even that bad until then. Eventually it gets kind of bad to the point where I had to kind of like, you know, call over her boyfriend and just be like, yo, I'm so sorry. Don't want to ruin your night, but your girls are just like super drunk. They're bumping into everybody, kind of causing a scene. So if you don't get your girls in check, I'm gonna have to kick them out. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And I'm like, okay, I don't have to kick out anybody. That's cool. But I deadass swear, the girls were dancing like this on the dance floor. Like, I don't even wanna imitate this. It cringes my soul that I am reenacting this right now. She was literally like, oh, wait, me. She's just like, you know when you're drunk, like your eyes are like, you know, you can't focus your eyes. She's just like right in front of my face. Just, I'm here. She's like right there. And her man's like right here, like right beside me. So I'm just kind of like, I'm trying so hard not to laugh. In the midst of all that, she's just like, you know, bumping into everybody. And I'm like, okay, I'm like so close to kicking you guys out. I guess that was my first wake-up call. Because you know how I told you earlier I was looking at all the other people at the club, and then, you know, it's clear that they're looking for somebody to either hit on them or take them home. And at some point, I ask myself, I'm like, is this how I look when I'm clubbing? Because y'all look so dumb. It's just the embarrassment? 약간 대리 쪽팔림, you know? 약간 내 친구도 아닌데 그냥 쪽팔려. 개 쪽팔려 그냥. Especially because I feel like drunk girls just look that much more trashier. And the thing is, like, I know I'm guilty of that, like, little swerve, is any man gonna hit on me dance. I know I'm guilty of that multiple times. Every time I went to a club, I knew I was guilty of that. And then seeing that in third perspective, just, wow. Wow, I look so desperate. I look so dumb, so hanshim, and so desperate. Yeah, no. The second wake-up call is when... Fuck. So there was this guy that I really used to like, maybe like 2 years ago-ish. We like met off a dating app and like, you know, we went on a couple dates. And the thing is, he actually ended up dumping me at a club. He never really gave me a good reason why he was ending things. It was just like, oh yeah, I just don't really like see you that way. But this is after we like had done the deed and I've seen you multiple times. So I was pretty hurt by that, not gonna lie. And so because I never really got the closure I needed, I was really hung up over this guy for the longest time. But the thing is, this guy, he clubs pretty much every single weekend. I think dude is actually pushing for like 30 quite soon. He drinks and clubs like every single weekend. That's all he kind of like spends his money on, or as far as I know. And at about like 1:30 a.m. peak time, this guy shows up. And low-key, I was hoping that I didn't run into him because I was just like, I don't really wanna ruin my night by seeing this dude's face, but sure, whatever. But yeah, anyway, like I said, he rolled up. I see him from like far away, like all the way over there. Eventually, it comes to the point where he's just like standing like right beside me. I dead ass, I swear to God, like not even half a meter away, just like standing right beside me. And he just acts like I'm invisible. And I'm like, damn. I'm not even upset with the way that you're treating me right now. I'm more upset and 존나 쪽팔려 at the fact that I liked you. I'm like, you don't even have any decency to, like, we've been in the same bed together. You don't even have the decency to say hello or even act like I exist. At the very least, I'm like, damn, that says a lot about your character. So I guess that was kind of like my second wake-up call, per se. So the thing is, I don't know if I told you guys earlier, but the people from that table are also friends with that guy I used to like. And so some of the guys at that table, they kind of like start to fight each other. And I'm just kind of like sitting on the side like, you know what, if it's not anything like crazy, I'm not gonna bother like, you know, kicking these guys out, because if there's one thing that Koreans love doing, it's beef. Okay, Koreans love to beef, especially Korean guys. You know, they're like, and the thing is, like, I've already warned these guys multiple times. I'm like, guys, if you like keep fighting, I'm gonna have to like kick you out. They're not listening to me. I'm a girl. Fuck. So I'm like, okay, like if you guys keep doing this shit, I'm gonna have to fucking call my friend. And at this point, I've already like given my friend a text and like, hey, some beef going on here. Might wanna keep an eye on this. So he's like on the way, right? And I told you earlier about how like the guys do like the oh 씨발, like oh 씨발 ya 나봐, right? You like pull them back and you do the oh 나봐. So that guy that I used to like, okay. I look over and he's stressed. He's overdoing the 씨발 진짜. 아니 족같잖아. And then this, so like I said, this is the VIP thing, right? So there's like a ledge. So he's standing on the ledge. We're standing on the same platform. This other girl that I kind of like, we didn't go to school together, but we were kind of around the same year. And I used to know her during high school. She's standing in front of him, right? Under the ledge. And she's like looking up at him and she's holding him and she's like, 오빠 진정해. 오빠 왜 그래? This is like so not like you. Stop. And I'm just watching this from third person. And I don't know why, but that was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Just the, 씨발, 오빠 stop. 진정해. This isn't like you. Like, that was my third wake-up call. That was like the biggest wake-up call I could have ever possibly. Whatever feelings I ever had left for this guy was just like goodbye. It just vanished into thin air. And
Eventually, they all started fighting each other. So I got them all kicked out. I just told my friend, I was like, hey, might want to kick all these guys out. I guess you could say that I kind of got my revenge because dude and his friends got kicked out as soon as he showed up. Yeah. Okay, so like, I just want to make something like really clear, okay? I don't think there's anything wrong with clubbing, especially if you're just like turning 19 and you're legal and you want to party for the experience. I think that experience is needed. I think that's totally cool. But the thing is, I definitely do think there's a problem when you're like around my age, pushing for 30s, and you just can't seem to stop clubbing every single weekend and that's like your life priority. I think there's a problem. When I got home, it just kept replaying over and over and over and over in my head. I'm like, are these the type of people that I think are cool? And are these the type of people that I want to hang around with and be associated with? No. 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 But yeah, anyway, later in the night, I was running security up until like 7 a.m. at some other club as well for the rest of the night. And just seeing all these drunk people, you know, obviously these people are on substances. And I'm gonna just say that it really feels different to see something like that sober, like from a third perspective. And here's the thing, when you're one of them, when you're clubbing with everybody and you're drinking, you're dancing with them, like everything seems cool. Like everything seems really normal. Because I guarantee you, me like 3 years ago when the boys were fighting each other, I would be like, oh my god, oh fuck, that's kind of hot. Seeing that shit at 25, third person, dead sober, shit looks dumb. It's embarrassing, okay? Sometimes you just have to see it from a third perspective, and I don't know how to quite explain this without you feeling what I felt in that moment. This video is by no means to shame anybody who likes clubbing, but we all have to make that shift at some point to improve our lives, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, dude, like that K-drama, that scene or whatever happened between those two just really like, it's like engraved in my head. Every time I want to go to a club or a club seems appealing, I just replay that one scene in my head and I don't want to go anymore. Cause it's just that dumb. But yeah, that's how I found clubbing really unattractive at the age of 25. I am there now. All I'm gonna say, dude, is if you want to quit clubbing, but you just can't seem to quite let go of that idea of how fun clubbing is or that nightlife because you really need to focus on something. If you're qualified enough, go on a security shift. Just do it. I think it'll help you a lot. Or if you can, just go to a club dead sober for one night. Like, don't be one of them. Just stand and observe. Try it. Trust me, it will. If you're ready to move on and make that change, these people will look really stupid. Like, they'll look really fucking stupid. But yeah, guys, if you stayed till the end of this video, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks. Bye.